chapter 7. Sorry, this one's chapter 7. G came through the portal on the far side to see the white cliffs above him, and immediately felt Destiny's presence, before it had taken a while for it to build up. But with each world where G spent time, Destiny was closer and closer and closer and more powerful, and he knew it was going to be a matter of time before he was able to take over. G switched out the leaf for the Pokeball and struggled to open it. He spent 2 minutes tapping, trying, pressing, pulling, doing what he could to open this ball before it finally popped open. He was going to have to get a better Pokeball. But Blaze finally came out, and he hopped onto Blaze's back. It helped have one less thing to have to worry about. He could just ride and watch for portals that might take him home. They continued to ride along, and as they went, G focused on Destiny. It was a pressure, a presence, and he could feel Destiny's desires. G just had to get home and get rid of Destiny. And from there they could figure out everything about getting rid of the Prophithians, destroy the planet, or at least get them all off. And G paused. That wasn't his thought, that was Destiny's. No. He didn't want any annihilation, he just wanted to be free. He wanted to stop the suffering of himself and of everyone else. Destiny was getting closer and closer to the front of his mind, to where G was fighting to keep conscious and keep control of his body. He realized he was not going to be able to keep this up for long. He hadn't been ready when he'd come through for this. He needed to take a break, steel himself, and then go forward with more presence of mind. He patted Blaze to get him to slow down, and G pulled himself up and he said, "Sorry, but I'm just having a hard time." And Blaze nodded and nuzzled up against him, and he said, "Thanks, bud. I'm glad that you're here. It's good to have somebody." He saw a flower that showed, that gave off light, and recognized it was it was definitely a portal, and he said, "I've just got to get somewhere. Maybe it's just this canyon. We just got to get out of here." And put Blaze back in his Pokeball, opened first try, and he stepped up to the flower and went through the portal, came through on the other side, and Destiny was there and waiting for him again. Not quite as strong as it had been in the world of darkness, but still strong. He was running out of time very quickly, and he was afraid of what would happen when Destiny finally took control, and G just didn't have the strength anymore to fight back. He struggled to open Blaze's ball and couldn't quite get it when he heard screaming from behind him. And he spun around to see a young woman being chased by an older woman with a crazed look in her eyes. And I ran to go stop, but a man burst out of his house and tackled the old lady. And my eyes widened in shock as I looked around, and the same scene was happening again and again. Zombie outbreak or something. I realized the street was not the place to be, and this was not the place to be while already struggling against Destiny. I ducked into a police station that was just nearby and went down in the hallways. Everyone was busy doing other things, and I went into a hallway and just sat down on a chair where it was quiet and I could focus and fight Destiny, because he was getting up on me. And I sat there. I still couldn't quite open the Pokeball. And that's when I heard a voice. Just stop trying to fight it, G. G froze and looked up and down the hallway, and there was nobody there. But he had heard a voice. Destiny continued. Just let it go. I'll take care of everything. I'll take care of it all. You don't need to worry about a thing. She said, no, I'm not going to let you get control, not with what you're going to do with it. I'm not going to let you use me to hurt these people and to destroy this world. Destiny chuckled. He said, gee, you don't understand. I am Destiny. You cannot fight me. You can try to change things, but I will only be stronger for the things that travelers change. You are going to help me fix the destiny of the universe. But you're going to have to give me control. I said, no. No, I can fight it. I said, very well, in that case, I'll just take it. And I said, I'm not going to let you do it. I'm going to protect my friends. He said, your friends are the ones who are attacking you. You saw what they did to us. We're going to stop them. We're going to stop Darren once and for all. Though I couldn't see anything, I could hear, or G could hear the viciousness in Destiny's voice. And Destiny said, whether you give it to me or not, you'll be mine in 4 seconds. I thought, what? Or G thought, what? I can hold on for longer than that. Suddenly the doors burst open and a crowd jumped in, and with the loud noise and the jolting, Destiny took control. My eyes G's eyes closed. And he bowed his head. The group came in with guns, and G sat trying to fight Destiny, but he couldn't do it. He was completely consumed, and he couldn't control his actions. He couldn't cry out. He couldn't take control. He could sense it all happening. He could hear it and feel it, and he was a part of it, though he didn't want to be. The group came down the hallway, and one of the people grabbed G by the front of his, or grabbed Destiny by the front of his suit, and said, where are the holding cells? Destiny turned his head. He said, second door. Or second right, third door on your right. The boy is in cell 53. The man threw him back down into the chair, and the group passed by. As soon as they had gone, Destiny gave a release to G, who sat panting in the chair. He was sweating. His head ached from the concentration of trying to hold on. He knew he had to get out of here. He had to do something, anything. He stumbled to the custodial closet across the hall. He could sense a portal there, and opening it up, he found a rag that was there. He grabbed it and traveled back to the world of darkness. He came through, and instead of a release, as he'd always had, he couldn't breathe. He couldn't move. He could think. He struggled with the Pokeball, fighting as tears came to his eyes for help, something, anything that could get him away from Destiny. His fingers fumbled with the Pokeball as his eyes closed for the last time. End of chapter 7.